cell phones, like people who are viewing on their cell phones.
Mm.
That's disconcerting. No one's here.
Are you live?
I got 2 people watching. I mean, there has to be people there.
In the email line?
Okay.
We got on here, on there.
Okay, there
34
they are.
watching.
All right, they respond. Okay, cool.
Are we live?
Yeah, but we're just, you flip it whenever you're ready. Audio's good.
Audio's on.
Then go.
I mean, but we'll know if they'll tell us.
We didn't talk about a agenda. Do we have anything?
Yeah, talk about all the sales that are coming up.
Yeah, I started writing down that. We have announce a giveaway. We have a giveaway. Sales. Leather aprons are shipping next week. Anything else?
Yeah, the upcoming, like
Headphones, I'll be back to it.
the sales videos, like not this one, but Thanks Black Monday,
Monday videos.
pre-Thanksgiving. Flip it. Should be good. And
Are we live?
we should be live.
I have a.
I still have an intro screen. We already got somebody talking about the leather apron.
There it is. All right, so we've got a huge latency, so let's just remember that.
Okay.
Hey guys, hopefully we don't have any audio problems. So we're going to keep one eye on the comments. Let us know if you are not hearing us, having any issues. There is a little bit of a lag here, it looks like, so we'll just do our best to deal with that. So if it's taken us a while to respond to your questions, just know that that's the reason we're not ignoring you. I mean, we might be ignoring you, but it's not the only reason.
Yeah.
So a couple of things of just general house cleaning. What we're going to do today is we're going to draw a winner for October's giveaway. Then we're going to announce what November's giveaway is going to be. And during this entire live stream, you can go to waltonsinc.com/live, which should be the screen that you're watching this on. And you can enter to win the September's giveaway, which is a prize that nobody claimed. The winner, we tried to contact them, they didn't respond, so we're going to go ahead and give it away again. We don't want it, so we're trying to give it away actively. Hopefully it'll be somebody who's here and watching and we can confirm with them right then.
It's kind of disappointing the number of people that don't claim the prizes.
It's very disappointing.
Like we give them
It's
several
insane.
days, multiple emails.
Yep.
It's just, I don't know. People don't respond.
It does make these more fun though, when they don't.
Our audio is a little hot and not in a good way.
All right, Patrick's working on that.
Yeah, thanks.
That could also just be me,
John's a
Talking too
loudmouth,
much,
so
yeah.
he is, yeah.
especially when we get a couple beers in. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, so we're gonna draw a winner. At the end, we'll draw the winner for this live stream. Then we've got a couple other sales that we're gonna want to announce. Sounds like people are already looking forward to those aprons, and that's definitely gonna factor in to our videos that are gonna come later this month. So our sales this month, if anyone's watched the sales and giveaway video, you might notice that the sales aren't particularly huge. There's not a really long list of them. Well, the reason for that is twofold. One, that I didn't actually put them on sale yet.
You didn't? Uh-oh.
I was so proud that we were going to have this thing with no hiccups for once, and I didn't
but at least
do that.
The live stream is not.
Yeah. So anyways, darn. So the reason for that is because this is our biggest month for sales, with maybe around Christmas coming into, I mean, it's close.
It depends on how the days and weeks fall and when deer season starts for everybody around the country.
Right.
I actually think this year December is going to be bigger. Because the way it is, like the 1st is like on a Friday, so Thanksgiving is actually pushed back further, and that kind of adjusts the whole calendar weird.
Makes it, so that you don't go as much in November.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But we're going to have our, we call it our Thanks Black Monday video. It's one of our bigger sales video. We try to have a good time with it. We've got a very good premise, at least what I think is a very good premise this year. It should be a lot of fun to do. I've got the script almost totally written. We have everything figured out for the most part for what we're putting on sale. There's going to be some great sales. The way we do that one is in 3 stages. So the first stage runs from either Monday or Tuesday to Thanksgiving. The second stage is the Black Friday. So that goes from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. And the last stage is good for Cyber Monday only. So the first stage goes from the Monday or Tuesday we start to Cyber Monday. The second stage goes from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, and the third stage is just Cyber Monday. And then on Cyber Monday, we're going to be doing a 5-hour long live stream with you guys. We'll be here all day, probably start at noon, and we'll announce some flash sales. We've got some specific things to put on sale. We'll have a couple things that we're giving away for free with orders at that point. And just answering questions, doing what we can to help you on the website. That's our biggest day. So.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure what this year's Thanks Black Monday sales were going to entail. I was almost kind of nervous on what we would be able to do on some of it. But no, this I think is going to be our biggest Thanks Black Monday sale ever. It's going to be awesome. Some huge discounts on stuff.
Yep.
And then on top of it, if you're watching the live stream on Monday, we're going to have some pretty good flash sales as well. Flash giveaways as well. So got to tune in the whole time. Keep an eye on things. There will be stuff that you want to buy. There will be stuff that you can get for free. But it's going to be an awesome time.
And then last year, a couple of the good sales we did were ones that we actually had customers just say, hey, can you put this on sale?
Yeah.
We went real quick, checked, make sure we could, and then we threw it on sale for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's one of the fun things about the flash sales is that if you guys want to see something on sale, I mean, in the moment, if it's something we can, some things we can't.
Yeah.
If we can, we'll just put it on sale. That's kind of the benefit of watching the live streams is that we cater to you guys. What you guys want, we do our best effort to provide that.
Yep. So if you're planning on making a purchase around that time, just make sure you join us. It'll be at the same address, waltonsync.com/live. And if you got something you're looking at buying, just toss it out there. Maybe we can take, a couple percentage points off at least. So, all right, let's go ahead and draw October's winner. So October's winner is going to get the Walton's Ultimate Knife Set. So this is a selection of knives that we've...
I feel like we should rename it to John's Ultimate
Yes,
Knife
I do
Set.
love this, and I did put this together. It's a selection of knives that we've chosen to help both in the processing room and the kitchen. So you'll notice there are a lot of larger knives in there, like this one, which is my personal favorite knife.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything should help. So whether you process your own wild game or not, it's still a good thing to win. And the winner is... All right, the winner is from Idaho. I don't know the name. I don't know how to say that name, but it's M. Forest Ships. The winner for the Ultimate Knife Set, which was last month's giveaway, was M. Forest Ships. So congratulations. We'll go ahead and get in contact with you through email. Hopefully you see it and respond. If not, this will be back here next month, and we'll try and give it away during that live stream.
I would probably give it away during Thanks Back Monday.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Yep, because we'll know by then whether or not it's been claimed. So if you wanted this and you didn't win it, you still have you might have another shot of it on Thanks Black Monday.
Yeah.
And again, this is just for last month, October's giveaway. For September's giveaway, you can still enter at waltonsinc.com/live. There should be 3 ways for you to enter, and we'll draw that a little bit later. So again, congratulations, M Forest Ships.
Someone said the Black Hawk 9000. I think they were referencing your knife, but that makes me think of Talladega Nights. I think the technical name on there was the Jack Hawk 9000.
Yeah.
In the outros when he holds that up. That's awesome.
I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
I probably use that line more than any out of
that's-
every Will Ferrell movie.
I'd say it's the most well-known one. So Gary, we won't draw again right now, but like I said, with the way it's been going recently, the winner of the big giveaway, the monthly giveaway, has not been responding. So
Yeah, you
you
never
might
know.
get another shot at it. So Joseph, I'm drinking a quadruple, and he's drinking a double IPA. I would insult your double IPA, but you bought this too, so
Yeah, mine's better than yours though, hands down.
it's questionable.
I felt bad buying that at the store. Like if it's not an IPA, it's really not worth drinking.
Not accurate at all.
Craig was saying that he might have to buy one of those knife holders now. Yeah, if you guys, I see 2 options when you're buying knife holders. You either get like a block or you get like a magnetic strip. Personal preference, I love the magnetic strips. I have them, multiple, up in my kitchen, and I just slap knives up there. But at the same time, there's some downsides to it. If you want to block that capuche stainless steel, that is...
With the freedom rods.
Yeah.
It's very important.
It is amazing.
Freedom rods. You can put them in any way you want. You're not locked into... You can turn them all sideways, turn some sideways. Don't you think with a little one, maybe you shouldn't have exposed knife edges?
If he climbs... I have a son who's getting close to 9 months old. If he climbs on top of the counter and then gets to
You'll
the
be more
knives, we
impressed
have a
than
bigger
anything.
problem. And I'll slap him on the back and say, good job, son.
Jacobus Groenwald asks, right now I dehydrate my jerky. I want to start smoking. Any suggestions on getting started? So yeah, if you go to Walton Zinc or Meatgistics University, we have a couple things on jerky there. It's got a smoke schedule, which is absolutely what I'd recommend you do. If you want to look at another one, we also have under Meatgistics, not the university, but regular Meatgistics recipes. We also have a jerky one there with a full smoke schedule. I'd say you're making the right call. Doing it in just a dehydrator is problematic for a few reasons. One, unless you're getting it over 160 degrees, even though we're getting that water activity so low on jerky that you don't think there'd be anything dangerous in there, the problem is that heat actually needs water to be able to kill the bacteria. So if it's completely dry, you can get it almost as hot as you want. I mean, obviously there's a point where it will kill it, but you can get it as hot as you want, and that bacteria is going to survive because basically, it's the wrong way to say it, but it's gone dormant. So you're not going to be able to kill it. So you need heat and humidity to kill it. Smoking or cooking in, with humidity allows you to do that. A dehydrator just doesn't.
So Clobber Snoggin,
Sure.
he said, draw a winner from us that are live streaming. We will do that.
Yeah.
If you go to waltonzinc.com/live, on there we have a giveaway entry that only people watching the live stream can enter. So if you want to win something, this is your best chance every month. We give something away during the live stream 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So always watch us. Go to waltonzinc.com/live. and enter there, and those are your best odds to win. Enter now, and I don't know how many people do we normally have. Like, it's no more than
On the entries?
Yeah, I mean on the normal giveaways we have tens of thousands. On the live streams, 1,000,
Yeah.
give or take.
Yeah, somewhere in that range. Do you remember who it was? Was it Hope Ford who suggested that we start drawing the winners live? It was. We got to go back and dig that out and give that person
Might have
something.
been her. Yeah.
I'll go back and dig that out at some point. All right, so might as well announce for anyone who hasn't seen the sales and giveaway video this month. This month, we're kind of doing the same thing, but kind of going a little bit different on what we're giving away. So we've been giving away a lot of number 8 Butcher Series Weston grinders. So we're giving away a Weston Butcher Series grinder, but it's not a number 8. Not giving away a 12 or a 22 either. We're giving a Weston 32 Butcher Series grinder away. So that retails at $699.99. We're also going to include a Meatgistics hat, a Walton's hat, Meatgistics t-shirt, collection of our favorite seasonings and shakers. So that puts it above the amount whoever wins is going to need to sign something for.
Yeah, unfortunately,
taxes.
Uncle Sam, he wants to know when you win over $600 at a time.
But
But
I mean, you just have to file it with your taxes. It's no huge deal. And you've also got an awesome number 32 Butcher Series at the end. So well worth your time. So you can go to waltonsinc.com/win all month to enter to win that. There should be 13 or maybe even 14 this month ways to enter. You can go back to that daily for bonus entries. So if you went and did all 14 things, you can still go back every day and get a free entry to win. The best way to rack up entries, and it seems like at least 2 out of the last 4 winners had a lot of entries from tweeting. So there's something on there to tweet, I just entered to win a Waltons, and then it names the giveaway. Everyone else who tweets that as well, you get a point for. So if you do it,
well, they don't tweet; they have to enter off of your link. So it's in general, it's a social share, right? Or am I wrong?
I thought
they have
Twitter's
to
your
actually go
game.
to it.
Okay.
I think they actually have to go to it and enter.
But then everyone else is that the viral share? Yeah, there's the viral share.
The viral share lets you do it over like any social network.
Okay.
The Twitter one is just specific to Twitter, but they still have to go to it and enter. But I think I maybe need to double check now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we didn't have a technical difficulty, but we've got a misunderstanding on how we're doing our giveaway this month.
We'll find out in about 20 seconds.
I think you'll end up being right.
I think I'm always right.
Oh, that's not accurate at all.
I don't know. So to kind of add a little bit to the grinder deal, just so everybody knows that is watching, we haven't told anybody else yet, but since you're watching the live stream, you guys get to know first. There actually are not going to be any more Weston grinders produced for the next about 6 months. There's a long backstory behind it that I can't get into.
Yeah.
But we bought everything else that Weston had in stock.
Literally everything.
Yeah, everything. As soon as we knew they were not going to have any more till March to May next year, we bought everything. So if you are in the market for a new grinder, I would suggest buying one sooner than later.
Yep.
We're definitely going to have 1 or 2 of them on sale over Thanks Black Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But new grinders may become hard to find here
They will.
over the next couple months.
Yeah.
People are going to start running out. We expect to be one of the last people with grinders left in stock. So if you're looking for a new grinder, I'd say don't delay any more than you have to, because you may get to a point where they're kind of hard to find here for a few months.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait any past Christmas for sure. Paul Eberly says you could use any grinder. He's got 2 bears that he needs to get done and doesn't want to pay. So, I mean, you've got a chance to win one this month, a 32. I mean, I guess I'd try a bear with a 22, but I certainly wouldn't go any smaller than that.
No, definitely
not. Just out of curiosity, Paul, what do you do mostly with the bear? Do you make a lot of sausage out of it? What do you do? And what kind of bear? I'm assuming they're black bear. You don't hear about a ton of people eating grizzly, so I'm sure people do. You just don't hear about it much.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know if we covered this last time, but so we're advertising on Nick's Wild Ride. It's a TV show. If you haven't checked it out, you absolutely should. Nick was in studio with us about a month ago. Super interesting guy, but he said one of his favorite types of wild game to eat is mountain lion. I can't believe that. But he's going again this year. He says if he gets one, he'll bring us some. So, I mean, that'd be awesome. But I just can't believe that mountain lion's actually good to eat.
I don't know. That's one of those things that I just don't have any experience on, so I just don't want to comment till I try it, but I do want to try it.
I love having opinions on things I know nothing about. So William Snyder says, I gotta tell you guys, carrot fiber is not a great binder. Holds too much moisture, turns summer sausage to mush. So yeah, carrot fiber does hold 26 times its weight in water. So generally, when you're using carrot fiber in your summer sausage, I wouldn't really suggest you add any more water than you normally would. I mean, you can, but you do run the risk of what he's talking about. It could make it a little soggy or mush, like he says. So yeah, if you add just a normal amount of water that you normally would, use carrot fiber, you should be good. In general though, my favorite binder really is Sure-Gel. We like recommending carrot fiber so much because for the price point, it does an incredible job. Sure-Gel's more expensive, but especially when you're doing wild game, you have to factor in all the other money that you spent. I mean, hunting licenses, ammos, guns, time to go do it. The difference between I don't know, a $4.99 package of carrot fiber and a $9.99 package of Sure-Gel or $12.99, whatever it is.
No, that's the big package. Sure-Gel is like $7.99.
So just a couple of dollars, it's worth it. Sure-Gel is a great binder.
Got a lot of good comments coming through. Where was it? Big John is giving you crap because he says, John, what's up with the red Santa casings on sale but not listed on the sale page?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, that's absolutely my fault. I will fix that as soon as this live stream is over.
Then
I'll go ahead and get all of those sales listed. Those aren't good, so they're bad comments about me. It's why you like them.
Yeah, they're good comments. Nick Hall is saying, I kind of like to eat cat myself.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know if that's he means mountain lion.
Leave it right where it is. Just leave that where it is.
He's eating house cats.
Sure.
Let's just do that.
Don't go too far into that one.
Nope. What else?
Well, we've got Ronald Robbins says, don't be mad at me, but I love bacon jerky the most.
Oh, when you dehydrated bacon,
it's amazing.
That was delicious.
I've got some in the fridge right now. We tried I tried one different seasoning.
Why is there leftovers?
There's not. I bought some bacon to do the thing we were doing today, and I just needed a couple pieces for that, so I did the rest in the dehydrator. I had to buy a whole package.
So it's like edible right now?
Okay.
Why are we not eating it right now?
It is, some is the cinnamon toast, and then I tried smokehouse barbecue and some other stuff.
So how's that compared to the salt and vinegar?
Neither one of them are as good as the salt and vinegar.
Really?
Yeah, no. I just wanted to try some different stuff. Anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, take bacon, thick cut, thin cut, doesn't matter. Thick cut's maybe a little bit better, but it does take longer. Take a shaker of your favorite seasoning. So far, by far and away the best we have found is the Excalibur sea salt, or not even sea salt, just salt and vinegar wing shake. I know it sounds weird for bacon, but you coat your bacon both sides in that, throw it in the dehydrator for 4 hours at 160 degrees, and it is amazing. You bite into it, the fat just starts melting. I mean, it tastes like a piece of charcuterie you spent months making. The only downside to it is if you take a huge bite, once all of that initial juice runs out of the fat, It does get a little bit chewy. Just take small bites. That's all it is. But it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll get some now. Oh. Do you want to try the Smokehouse Barbecue or the Cinnamon Toast?
Either or.
Try Smokehouse Barbecue.
So what brand of pellets do you recommend for those of us with pellet grills? Here's where I'm a little biased, but I can give you the reasons why I am. We actually have our own brand of pellets. We have Walton's pellets. Walton's pellets are different than some of the other ones you'll find out there. Some brands over the years have been known to put other things in the pellets. We don't have anything but wood in there. Some brands will do 100% whatever flavor wood you're buying is, and then they don't burn efficiently. So what we do is we find combinations, but trying not to get too much of either oak or alder, because their ash content is lower, their burning temperature is higher, but you can throw hickory, maple, mesquite, it doesn't matter, apple, anything in there, and it will get basically just the smoke flavor from whatever flavor wood you're using, but then you also get the burn time, the reduced ash out of the oak or alder, and we feel like we have found the perfect blend there. So if you're looking for wood pellets, I'd buy the Walton's brand. I'm not going to tell you exactly what our split is, because the percentage of each one that is hickory with this much, that much oak or alder. Yeah, and everyone's different, because you can't use too much of either of those, because you don't want to just produce heat. You still want to have enough hickory, mesquite, maple, apple, whatever in there to get the smoke flavor you want. So we feel like we've got the perfect mix on it. There's been a lot of time spent on figuring all that out, but I wouldn't recommend anybody's pellets but ours, to be honest.
Yeah, and I don't know if you cover it or not, but there's no glue in ours.
Oh yeah, that's why I said other additives that are non-wood.
So it's just compressed.
There might actually be a lawsuit going on right now for
Really?
one of those. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. All right, I think I'm way behind on chats. Yes, absolutely, Shane. That's exactly what that means. We need to find a different word than drinker, because it depends. So Shane Bell asks, so since John is drinking a quad and Austin is drinking a double, does that mean that John is twice the drinker that Austin is? I think we could just say the man, twice the man that Austin is.
No.
I think that's better all-encompassing. What's the advantage between Sure-Gel and soy protein concentrate? So they're both adding protein. If you've seen the soy, oh no, he's not talking about our soy protein. He's talking about soy protein concentrate.
I think he still means like
Okay,
our
if you're talking about the
yeah.
soy protein binder, if you look at it, it looks like a cereal, right? So it actually looks like an oat bran or something like that. Once you let it interact with the meat in the water, that will almost totally go away, but it may possibly change the texture a tiny bit, whereas Sure-Gel doesn't do that. I also feel like, just out of the times I've used them, Sure-Gel does a better job binding the fat, meat, protein, seasonings, waters, all of that together. Basically, you can add Sure-Gel, maybe not get quite as good a protein extraction as you would with something else, or if you didn't get as good protein extraction, the Sure-Gel will cover you. It'll allow you that little bit of error. So, and yes, Karen, we're drinking beer. I'm drinking a quad. He's drinking a double. Hence, twice the man.
Both of which are a Kansas-ish beer.
Oh, is it?
From Boulevard. So technically, I think they're in Missouri, but Kansas City, so they're
close
Kansas.
enough.
But
Anthony Wheeler says Beaver is pretty good. There was a think a Steve Ranella Meat Eater podcast where they did like beaver tail. So John Schwartz says, if I'm grounding up brisket just to make ground beef and then vacuum packing it and putting it into the freezer, I need to put any preservatives in it? No, I wouldn't. How long do you want to keep it for? I wouldn't recommend you add like BHT or something like that. Just as long as you're going to use it in the next year or so, you'll be perfectly fine. Just make sure you get a good vac seal on it. Brian, nothing wrong with using carrot fiber. I've used it in a ton of the products I made. I've always been happy with what it does. Just Surgel is a little bit better.
Somebody asked, what's the best hot dog seasoning? That one is just, what I would say is just the one we call hot dog and bologna seasoning.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think a lot of people don't always get is that hot dogs and bologna are most of the time the same exact seasoning. It's the diameter that changes the taste, the texture, everything else. But the one we call just hot dog and bologna seasoning, just search for hot dog at waltonsinc.com. Super popular seasoning. I think that makes some of the best hot dogs out there.
That's what happens when you take too big.
Yeah, it is a little chewy. And Joe Hell was asking about more on the process there. Do you want to expand on that, or is that?
Yeah. So just all I'll say is there's a post where, wasn't Tex? Somebody and I were going back and forth. They tried it, so we talked about it a little bit there. So if you go back, search like bacon jerky, it'll come up. We need to do an actual video on it. It's good enough to the point where I recommend this to everybody at this point, doing it this way. I might like this better than I like normal bacon. So it's ridiculous. I know.
No, I agree with you.
So, yeah. So,
Strangely, I actually agree with you.
oh, wow. So, yeah, we'll get a video and a post out about that here fairly shortly. I mean, it is not a hard one to do. Anyone at home with a dehydrator, or you could do it in the oven as well. It's a little bit different in the oven, but yeah, you can do that as well.
Nick Hall is asking if it's expensive to ship Walton's pellets. It's a good question. I'm looking that up right now because I don't remember off the top of my head. What we do there is...
I think Nick's in Nebraska. I think he's in Nebraska.
Nebraska?
I think Nick's in Nebraska.
Yeah. Pellets are a very expensive item to ship. They're 40 pounds in a bag, and 40 pounds to a residential address in what is typically our market that is not in the middle of the city. UPS charges you more to ship outside of the city environment. So it gets expensive. However, we charge $10 a bag to ship a bag of pellets, any bag of pellets. It sounds like a lot, but to be honest, if you look at other places online on what they upcharge for heavy items like that, it's actually not bad. If you throw that on top of our normal everyday shipping, it does get a little bit expensive, but the beauty is we're in the holiday season. Like for the next 2 months, we're gonna have some sort of shipping promotion for every week, but maybe like two weeks, give or take. They'll be different every time, kind of keep things interesting. But buy the pellets while we have a free shipping or a low dollar shipping promotion going on, and then you only pay $10 a bag. That's really not bad. For hickory, you're talking less than $35. Be careful though, if you do price shop us against like a local store, make sure you're not buying wood stove pellets. Some local places will have just pallets of pellets sitting around, and they're dirt cheap.
Do not cook with those.
Yeah, you may look at it and go, "Oh, I should buy these. These are cheap." No, do not buy them. They are not the same as what cooking pellets are.
They're just to provide heat. You do not, with everything they add to those, you cannot cook over them. It's not safe.
You could cook over them if you want to get cancer.
Right, if you don't care about what happens to your body. Yeah, Paul Parker, that is what I said, 4 hours at 160 degrees in a dehydrator. I used that Weston that's just behind Austin all the way to the left. Can they see it? Yeah. So I just rotate the racks every like 2 hours. So I go with the one that was closest to the heat source, I move that to the top, and I just keep going down. So, or every hour. Yeah, every hour.
It almost is somebody said baking candy.
No.
Is that what you said?
Well, no, yeah, I mean, that's accurate, but this is our smokehouse barbecue. The cinnamon toast is literally baking candy.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I would, on a commercial scale, you probably have some issues on what you call it there.
Yeah, probably
but
can't call it bacon.
I don't know to what extent you can call it bacon jerky, bacon candy, I don't know. But this is more like candy than it is like jerky bacon.
right.
It still has the consistency of jerky, but when
the
you
most
throw
part.
anything that has a little bit of sugar on there, it's still protein, but oh my goodness, it's just like eating candy. You start and you cannot stop.
So good. So it's nice to hear, Angela. I mean, that's what Austin started all this for. It's why we do it. Just trying to make sure that our customers are able to get the most out of the products they buy from us.
Whose comment was that?
Angela said, thanks for all the videos, posts, and tips and how-tos. I'm a newbie to all this, but your videos are detailed. I'm learning so much.
Are you up a ways still?
I don't think so. It looks like I'm close to the bottom.
I might be behind you. I don't see that yet.
No, see, it just keeps jumping down to the bottom.
Yeah, mine's been doing that too.
Oh.
Normally, if we're watching comments, like we can scroll up and like keep an eye on what you guys are saying going through. But it seems like today, like we're scrolling up and then it just throws us down to the bottom.
So Pete Brubaker asks, how do you finish sticks in a sous vide cooker? So that was something one of our users on Meatgistics a year and a half ago, Parksider, started talking about how on, I think, summer sausage and snack sticks, he only smokes them until they're about 130 degrees. Then he pulls them from there and throws them in water, finishes them up that way. So he does it where he just throws them right into the water. We like to vacuum pack them, and the reason being, not because we're afraid what the water will do to our product or that it'll leach smoke flavor or any flavor out of the meat. It's because we use a sous vide circulator. So what we're using is sucking the water in through the unit and putting it out at a hotter temperature, right? So that's how it's increasing the temperature of the water or maintaining. He's using like a turkey fryer, so he doesn't need to worry about that. Basically, I don't want any fat or particles or pieces of the casing that come off to get stuck in the filter. So if you're using a sous vide unit, I do recommend that you vac seal them. If you're using something like a turkey fryer, then you really don't have to. The target goal for your water temperature should be somewhere around 170 degrees. We found if you pull it out of your smoker at 130, put it in 170 degree water, by the time an hour and a half passes, you should be at 160 degrees. So it definitely does speeds up the process a lot, and I think it gives, unless you've got a commercial smoker that you can maintain like perfect humidity in, it does give you a better consistency, a better finished product. So, and anyone who's looking to do something like that at least, we did some testing on relative humidity in our PK100. We found the easiest way to add increased humidity into your smoker is just to get a big water pan, fill it up, take big automotive sponges, and put them in there standing up. So that incredibly vastly increases the surface area of the water. So we were able to take our relative humidity with adding a pan, which I think it was like, I can't remember, I think it was like 15%. We got it up to like 50-something% with that.
Yeah, which
so
that's where you want to be
difference.
at.
Yeah. It is a huge difference. So it's an easy, cheap way to make your home smoker act somewhat like a commercial smoker. I mean, not really, but kind of.
It keeps jumping me around, so I can't find the one I was looking at. But somebody said something about we should give away like snack sticks, meat product.
Can we?
We can't sell meat product, but there's nothing that says we can't give it away.
Okay.
So when we're done here,
Nope. Those are mine this weekend. No.
oh no.
No. We're not giving those
No,
away.
we're not giving those away.
I know I should have brought
agree.
those out. Okay.
I agree. Those are either you or me. Patrick, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he
You've been
doesn't-
cut out of this discussion.
He's sitting back there doing
Yeah.
nothing.
I don't like them.
You don't like them?
They left a weird taste in my mouth.
My life was just crushed. Our video editor is not as big of a fan.
I like the salt and vinegar ones. I like
Okay, so Patrick's favorite is the cinnamon toast. So everybody does have their own flavor profile. So is what it is there. But if people want us to give away meat, I don't think there's anything that's stopping us from giving it away because we do it at other things. We do it when we have events here locally.
Yeah, that's true. It's just shipping then. That's the
But
problem and all is freeze.
we test it. It's shelf stable.
Right.
And it's good to go. Or we have coolers. We have ice packs.
Yeah.
We can ship it. So I think we do some checking.
Okay.
I'll go talk to Dylan and Brett and see what they think. But that would not be a bad thing to include in our giveaways is the winner gets 5 pounds, 10 pounds, something. Snack sticks, jerky, summer sausage. We'll change it up, but that could be an interesting deal because
Except that I like my product that I make. I don't want to give it away.
well, here's the thing: if
for
if you
me.
give away 5 or 10 pounds, like the easiest thing to do is make a 25-pound batch. So you're gonna have
that's
leftovers.
actually true. It is easier to make. I know that
So-
sounds weird, but it's easier to make larger batches. It's one of those counterintuitive things. And I'm just joking. I'd love to share what we make with viewers. That'd be awesome.
That sounds like a really good idea.
Yep.
Like I
Could definitely.
think
get behind
we
that.
can do it.
Okay.
But we'll
Okay.
get some confirmation there. Did you see Paul Eberly's comment about anyone process bear with Waltons? How did it hold up?
Yeah, I saw it back there. I mean, I've never done bear, so I
Okay.
don't know.
I know that some of our commercial customers have, and I've talked to them. I've actually tried some before. On the more consumer and retail side, I haven't really talked to anybody that's ever done bear. So the difference is, are you doing it with commercial equipment or home equipment? But you should be fine. Like, treat any protein for the most part like you would any other protein. There's going to be some little variances and nuances here and there, but if it's protein, you can do anything you would with another type of protein. Donna Holder is asking, have you guys wrote a book yet? I have been saying for, before John was here, goodness, it's been 15 years probably, that we should write a book. The problem is that books are quickly going out of style. Like, books aren't as popular as they used to be.
Yeah, we wrote a book. It's called Meatgistics. We
Yeah.
add a new chapter every.
And that's where it evolved to. We knew we needed to get content out for you guys. We knew that we needed to give you something, but instead of writing a book that would have been static and there, and then honestly we'd have had to have charged you guys for it a fair amount of money. We decided that, to get our content out to you, we're going to do it via video and host it all for free on YouTube. And from there, that's where kind of Meatgistics was born. That whole initial concept of how are we going to do content and what John does with it now. You can get more out of what John does with the Meatgistics University and everything else on Meatgistics with the community forum, the blog, asking questions, looking at other people's answers and questions than you ever could out of a book.
And we don't use big words.
No.
They're all small words.
You all, books are kind of required to be wordy
Yeah.
and use the longer words, but
Nope.
it's just a normal everyday conversation. That's what I like about Megistics is that you're just talking to other people.
Yep. Cut
You're
it
not-
all down to simple as possible.
But that's our book.
Yeah. Now, there's been a couple of things. Somebody asked on, I think it was Meatgistics, or it might have been a social media site, about something they could print out for a casing size chart that they could, or that we would print out and laminate. Like, with that, the second part of that's definitely on you. Like, I
Yeah.
can't print it and laminate it for you.
No.
But yeah, no. Another good thing about, and part of the reason we try in general, sometimes I get a little bit wordy, but generally I try to keep our articles really short, because if you have questions, we have a way to interact with you. So try to give you just the basics of what you need, the stripped down, and then if you have questions on it, we're here, other people are here, Parksider, Joe Hell, Tex, Tarp, there are tons of users on Meatgistics who have a lot of experience with this stuff, and everybody's willing to help. So,
Yeah, the amount of people anymore that just monitor Meatgistics to see what's going on is insane. Now, John, like, he's sitting at his computer and he gets notifications every time a post comes through. So he's sitting there going, well, he's not sitting there, he's doing something else, but then he's like, oh, notification. So if you have a question, John's going to see it somewhat instantly, and he's going to respond as soon as he can reasonably. But when you have like even a super fast, like I need an answer now, we have our urgent 911
Right.
category
So that's-
on Meatgistics.
I do my best to monitor urgent 911 after hours. I mean, everything else, I'll respond if it's something I really need to, but for the most part, I'll just leave it till tomorrow morning. But yeah, if it's urgent 911, it comes through special on my email. So if it's before 7:30, there's a good chance you're going to get a response. If it's after 7:30, I'm asleep.
Yeah, John goes to bed at like 7 o'clock, so
Best thing ever.
no.
Oh, it's amazing.
Gotta wait at least till 8:30.
No.
Ryan Jones is saying he will be in Wichita this month. Will Waltons have any in-store specials? Ryan, I'm a little bit back in the comments, but if you're still around, let us know when you'll be here. The store will pretty much run most of the same specials that we will on the website. They basically follow our lead. I let them do a few extra things, but for 95% of the time, they run what the website does. But if you're going to be in town this month, some sort of special is going to be going on.
you'll get
This month is going to be packed.
Smoke 29P says beef heart jerky is one of my favorite, or one of my best jerkies I've been making. Any other heart jerky you guys would recommend?
Heart jerky.
I think he's asking for like a pig heart, a bear heart, I think is what he's asking. No, I've got no experience with making jerky out of heart. We did Willet barbecue heart, which was fun. Sounds like, and it seemed like it could have been pretty good had I prepared it better. I didn't do the best job preparing it, just the first time I ever made it. But no, I don't know if a beef heart's gonna be different than an elk heart. I mean, obviously it'd be different, but I don't know if you have to prepare one different than the other.
I really like this question. Ronald Robinson is asking, is there such a thing as fall sausage, spring sausage, or winter sausage? Because the first thing when I think of sausage is, after that, beer. Because beer, sausage, I feel in my book, those two go together. And with beer, there very much is a seasonality in what I drink anyways. Is there a seasonality in sausage? I want to say
It's a weird one.
brats are more summertime,
Sure.
but
I like summer sausage better in the winter. It just feels like something that goes better with a cracker
Yeah.
and like a stout in front of a fire than it does like on a hot day.
yeah, I'd agree. I think some of that, my first thought goes back to most of the time, I think people making summer sausage are usually doing it at a deer,
Christmas,
wild
right,
game,
yeah.
around
Yep,
Thanksgiving and Christmas. Hams, turkeys, but those aren't sausage.
But yeah.
I don't know. What else? Would you throw like breakfast sausage at a certain time of year? I feel like that's kind of just and all the time
yeah,
thing.
whatever.
So like snack sticks,
Whenever.
whenever.
Bratwurst is a summer thing though, because it's a
Bratwurst
grill.
more summer, yeah. Jerky.
I'll go the same thing, and probably for the same reason, because you have so many people making venison jerky, or at
Yeah.
least when I was growing up. So I tend to think of it as a winter thing. Hold on one. Okay. No.
If I do, I'll be gone.
Okay. Yeah, that is a good question though. It's just weird that summer sausage I don't at all associate with the summer at all.
Yeah. But the name is summer sausage.
I know. Doesn't make sense.
No. John Schwartz, do we ever sell sample packs of seasoning so a person can make 5-pound batch instead of a 25-pound batch? No. Someday, sometime. You guys submit enough requests and what?
The breakdown chart?
Yeah. If you guys submit enough requests and you want smaller seasoning packages, we'll do it. The problem is you guys aren't going to like the price on some of it because from Excalibur, we are Excalibur's largest distributor, and we sell a lot of seasoning. But that still doesn't mean if we ask for a very small size that they're not going to upcharge that. They are. And for right reasons, like it's going to take a lot more time to package it into that smaller container than a bigger one. So we can offer better prices selling at 25-pound batches than we can at smaller ones.
Yep.
It could be done if we have enough people to say, hey, I want this. But to kind of fix that scenario, because I feel like our seasoning prices are not that unreasonable. Some of them get kind of expensive, I'll be honest.
But not many.
But most of them and most of the very popular ones are very reasonably priced.
Yep.
When you divide that out per pound of meat, you're talking like a few cents here and there. It's nothing crazy, but
There is one that's coming out that's going, or that has just come out, that's going to be in the incredibly popular. Oh, no, I thought it was way more expensive than that.
no.
Take it
Log
back.
out. You're on commercial pricing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it depends on who's watching. If you're a home user, retail customer, or if you're a commercial user, if you're working at a meat plant, meat market, we do have 2 different types of pricing.
Even that's not terrible.
Commercial guys get a different deal, but they're buying in bulk quantity too. Yeah, it's not bad.
No.
Divide that out over how many pounds you're going to do.
25 pounds,
and,
yeah.
you're talking a very small amount. But that's why we created our seasoning, cure. Do we have an additives?
Yep.
Seasoning, cure, and additives conversion chart.
None of the new ones are on there yet. The ones that I just added to the website.
I was just
they're
going to
not on
ask that
yet.
if we've done that yet.
They're
But basically, we break it down for you guys for 1 pound of meat or 5 pounds of meat. That way, you buy the 25-pound unit, and then you can convert it simply. If you want to do it via weight, which is the best scenario, that's
Absolutely the best way
perfect.
to do it.
But if you don't want to do it via weight, you can do it via like tablespoons, teaspoons.
I broke it down by that too.
It's not a perfect,
far more accurate
Yeah.
by weight. Far more accurate by weight.
but you at least get something that you can make a product that's going to be good, and you don't have to use the whole package. And the seasoning, seal it back up. It's good for
2 years.
another year, 2 years. Yeah, no problem.
So buying the 25-pound, even though it might cost, so if you had a 25-pounder that cost you $15, to get a 5-pound, or enough to make 5 pounds, once we go through everything, it's going to cost you half of that. So you're better off buying the 25-pound and saving the rest of the seasoning. But the one I'm specifically talking about right now that's going to be a favorite is the Hatch Green Chili Bratwurst. This stuff is awesome. Anyone who reads the blog, our manager just made snack sticks out of goose with this, and they were some of the best snack sticks I've had in a really long time. Really, really good flavor. He used, obviously it's made for bratwurst, so to get the right salt content for a snack stick, we ended up figuring out that if you use 17 pounds of goose, he did a goose pork mix, but they came out delicious. Absolutely awesome new seasoning. And then another one on there is the jambalaya. Jambalaya's got a crazy list of instructions, like the usage, add rice, add chicken, add seafood. I can't wait to see what some people like Joe Hell, Parksider, Tarp,
Pop a Sop, what you guys all do with that. There should be some awesome stuff coming out from excuse me, coming out from you guys on that.
So kind of two things, totally unrelated, but somebody's asking, why is the Tons unit so expensive?
It's a 100-pounder.
Yeah, it's a 100-pounder. But if you look at what is the price equivalent to, say, a 25-pound unit, you'd be talking $3.99 or less, versus most of the time a 25-pound unit is going to cost several dollars more than that. But that's just because you have someone, when they're packaging it, whether it's that person or a machine, it's so much more inexpensive to package it in a larger quantity. So as you get smaller and smaller, it gets exponentially more expensive. So
extrapolate that the other way.
So if you're talking about a 100-pound unit, definitely a lot cheaper. The Tons is that way. It looks expensive, but it's for 100 pounds meat.
Yeah.
So equate everything on equal terms, and it's actually a fairly cheap seasoning. The other thing, don't remember what it was. I knew I had two things, but...
Was it aprons?
No, but did we talk about aprons yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, somebody at the beginning was talking about aprons. So
I saw a comment, but I don't know that we ever... Oh, yeah, when I was doing the rundown, we talked about that. That's right.
Wait, so did we tell them when it was shipping?
No.
No, okay. So somebody earlier was asking about the leather aprons, because for like, I don't know, 5-6 months.
Not quite that long.
Maybe not that long. We've been talking about leather aprons. We finally found something that we are super excited about.
Should be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be in my opinion, the coolest leather apron that I see out there anywhere. And I've spent hours searching this. I should not spend hours searching this, but I have, because I'm just intrigued by it and I want one, although my wife has told me that I can't bring one home. So I'll be wearing just one here while I'm sitting at my desk doing stuff. But leather aprons, they were supposed to ship this week. We got a little behind schedule. They should ship next Wednesday, which is going to be perfect because we're going to have them in time for all the holiday sales. Yep. So we are definitely going to have the leather aprons on a special. Hint, hint, watch our Thanks Black Monday live stream. They will probably be a flash sale item on the Thanks Black Monday live stream.
You can be reasonably assured if you want one, that's the time to order one.
No, don't tell them that. Or tell them to order as soon as it comes in.
Oh, I won't make it live on the... I thought we said I wouldn't even make it
live.
Oh,
okay, we can do that. Yeah, we can wait till then.
Just do it right then. There was a question about... Okay. When brining and smoking pork bellies for bacon, skin on or skin off? Skin off. Been seeing this more and more with pork butts recently. I just got some this morning so I could do some stuff with the Holly regular pork sausage. For some reason, they're leaving the skin on. I think what they're trying to do is pass it off as if it's a fat cap. Because unless you know what you're looking for, you might think that that's a fat cap. Now, the problem is going to be is it's going to grind okay, like not great, but okay. So it's going to make it into your snack stick. You're going to bite into that and it's going to be like pulley. You won't be able to bite through it easily, so definitely skin off. It'll also let the cure penetrate better. When you're doing a dry rub with bacon, a lot of people say to flip it, and so that I don't get anyone too upset, you should, but your cure is not penetrating that fat cap. It's just not. You can put as much cure to a reasonable extent as you want on the fat cap side, put it so the fat cap is up, so us or gravity should be pulling it down. It's not gonna penetrate that. So flipping it doesn't really make a difference. Anyways, it's already hard enough for something to penetrate fat. It's not gonna penetrate the skin as well. There was a nice comment by Jay McDonald that I just lost, but sorry, lost it. Thank you very much. That actually does mean a lot. A lot of hours go into all this stuff. So it's nice to read that people are getting benefit out of it. Bobby McCready says, just picked up a ton of your seasonings. Thanks for that. You should start selling lamb fat as fillers. So you put lamb fat in quotations. Is it actual lamb fat, or what are we talking about there? I'm interested in that. I mean, it sounds interesting for sure. Samuel Thomas. Is there a secret to twisting collagen casings as you would natural casings? I prefer collagen because of the uniform size and no curve, but I hate the fact that you can't twist them easily. So no, there's really no secret to it. You can get collagen to accept a twist with a caveat. So I made some breakfast links this morning out of collagen. I did slightly understuff them, and then I twisted them a bunch of extra times. But here's the deal. As soon as you cut them, they're coming untwisted anyways. So you have to balance the advantage of collagen, which is uniformity, straight, no blowouts, easy to work with, versus its biggest drawback, which is it won't hold the twist. Natural gives you all those problems that collagen doesn't, but holds a twist really well, keeps the casing closed on the end through the cooking process. We've actually got a whole article on that on Meatgistics University, just comparing the differences. So it's up to you. There's nothing that really makes it better or worse. What you can do with the collagen is twist them before you cut them, throw them in a freezer for, well, I mean, we've got a sub-zero freezer here, so for in there it'd be like 20 minutes. But throw it in your home freezer for 45 minutes to an hour, then cut them. That will keep the casing closed. Once you start to cook them, it will start to open up a little bit, but maybe not as bad as if you cut them while they were still at room temp. I didn't say seasonality. Did you say seasonality? Papa Sop says seasonality. Thought we didn't use big words.
Oh, whoops.
You must have said seasonality. I'm going to go into the restroom.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can only eat the bacon jerky while you're at the table. I'm just looking back through comments here while I was away there. Just to kind of reiterate on a few things. Digital scales, definitely good when you're measuring out seasonings. Grams, if you're measuring out and you can do grams, definitely a good thing to do. So those two comments, props to you guys. That's the way to do it. The Hatch green chili, I'm sure John was talking about that even more after I left. Hatch green chili stuff is just, I mean, it's a big deal right now, but the one we have is delicious. There's sometimes we get new seasonings in, I'm like, you know, this is good. I'm gonna have this again. But that Hatch green chili, I'm like, no, I'm gonna eat that a lot. Very good. Let's see. Tim Evers is asking, can we show some pictures, videos of the PK100 with a person next to it? Would also be nice to see one loaded. With pork butts or briskets, it would make it easier to visualize the size. I don't know if we have an actual video out there on the PK100. I will look real quick here because we've done a lot of videos with the PK100. I'm not sure if we've done one just on it. I'm not seeing anything. I'll have to talk to John. We can definitely get something done there. That's something easy because we use the PK100 all the time. We love the Pro Smoker smokehouses, all the way from the lowest end being the PK100, which for a lot of home guys out there, it sounds like an expensive unit. It's $16.99, give or take. But it is one of the best cookers out there. We cook better stuff on that than about anything else. You get better airflow and evenness of cooking if you buy a commercial smokehouse, but the Pro Smoker smokehouses we sell that are commercial ones, I mean, you're not talking $1,700, you're talking tens of thousands. The lowest end past that is maybe like $6, give or take, but they go up to hundreds of thousands. Yeah. So for what it is, it cooks amazing. Somebody's asking about
the PK.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
They're asking if we can get some better video and pictures on how big it is with stuff in there, we can definitely do that.
Yeah,
That'll
absolutely.
be something that
Yeah, we
I was
can do
telling
another video on that for sure.
we cook with it all the time. That
Yep.
we can get a ton of stuff off that.
Yeah, we actually stopped taking video of putting things in and out of it because we're like, we have this, we've done this,
Yeah.
we have this. But yeah, no, we can absolutely. I think we've got an expert review out there, which should give you a lot of information on like how much will go into it. I think we've got a review, but yeah, I'm always up for doing more on the PK. So if you guys want an additional review on that, I will absolutely do one. I'd be more than happy to.
Then Craig Camerata, he is asking, have any suggestions for what to do with quail? I bred my first group of quail and am processing them soon. I want to smoke some, but interested in any ideas. This is where I'm going to throw out kind of a sales pitch, but at the same time, a suggestion, because this is something that we have actually taken on recently that we do get some advertisement out of that is then salesy, but at the same time, it's mostly done because we believe in the cause and we believe in supporting these type of causes. But
I don't think it's salesy at all.
it's salesy because we still get ads with stuff. Does it equate to the cost of it? No, not at all.
Yeah.
But we are now a national sponsor of Pheasants Forever and Quail Forever. Around Kansas, quail population is not what it used to be. We have the environment
South
for
Dakota,
it.
they all were asking. Like,
Really?
so the quail hunting, I'm like, not really.
It's getting better than it was. It used to be just insane. It was like, in my opinion, from what I've heard about Kansas before I was born, I'm not that old though. It was like the South Dakota for pheasants.
Right.
Now it's getting better, but it bottomed out hard. But in general, the population of whether it's birds or wild game, there's always stuff we can do to make things better. So one of the things we're trying to do is help out with that. We're a national sponsor for Pheasants Forever and Quail Forever. And then a part of that, we contribute every month to their, what they call Game Bird Gourmet.
Game Bird.
I forget the name of it. Game Bird Gourmet. It goes in their magazines that go out, but every month we also have a blog post and a video and some instructions and information on their website. And John's been doing some extra work with some different pheasant quail, and I would contribute the two.
Hard. So hard.
I would contribute the two kind of as like the same type of deal. If you can do one with one, you can do one with the other.
Yes and no.
They're close enough that you can. Are there better things for each? Yes.
You cannot make snack sticks out of quail.
Okay, you cannot make snack
tried.
sticks out of quail.
There's just not enough meat on each bird.
True. So you can't do a lot of meat processing with quail.
Right.
But you can do a lot of fun cooking
Recipes.
things.
Absolutely.
So if you're interested in pheasant quail at all, if you're hunting, and we're in the thick of hunting season for about everything right now. So if you want to know, visit waltonsinc.com, meatgistics.com, look for John's posts on Game Bird Gourmet, visit Pheasants Forever and Quail Forever, and see what they have out there. It's going to be the same stuff we have, but pick your poison, whoever you want to go visit. We don't care.
But you'll get a lot more hunting information from them. You'll get a lot more meat processing information from us. So it's best of both worlds.
John has come up with a lot of really good recipes, though.
So many more
It is
ones that I'm
insane.
waiting to do. So I just spent a couple of days up in South Dakota. I was lucky enough to get invited to go up to a hunt on 8,000 acres of private land up there. Amazing experience, absolutely gorgeous country, great people. The guys from Ron Scherer took us up there, so it was a great time. So I came back. It was it was a full day. It was a full day at work, and then that next day I started making snack sticks out of it. And pheasant is awesome for snack sticks. It's got a nice light, airy taste to it, add some pork fat to it, and it is phenomenal.
Very good.
I mean, pheasants are a lot of fun to hunt, and I do unfortunately hear from a lot of people who don't necessarily like to eat them.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
If that's the case, make them into snack sticks or send them to me. I will make them into snack sticks for me.
Yeah, if someone does not want to eat their pheasant, we will gladly take it off your hands
Well,
because
part of that is a lot of people don't know how to cook a pheasant.
yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons we're doing the Gamer and Gourmet is trying to let people know, hey, there are amazing ways to cook this.
Yep. They ended up, it's got such a low fat content. They cook it too high too quick. It gets dry. It gets dusty, I've heard before, stringy. So it's just, if you're doing pheasant in a pan, slow, low, don't worry about how long it's taking. Just keep it low. You'll get a really nice tender product out of the end. And then quail, if you don't like to cook quail, I don't know what to do for you. And it's delicious.
Yeah. Quail's good. It's, I just, whole nother conversation there, but.
All right, so right now we've got 710 impressions on the giveaway. So if you're watching us and you haven't entered to win, I don't know what you're doing, but I know there's been more than that coming through here.
Yeah, I've been monitoring the views, and we've had a couple thousand people on.
So are we
watching.
not doing a good enough job pushing people? I mean, I know the people who have entered and have been watching are yelling at us right now.
Yeah, they're
Shut
telling
up.
us,
You're hurting my
don't tell anyone else
chances."
how to enter. No, I think a lot of people watch us on YouTube, and they don't ever go to our website to enter. Or they're just watching, and they never actually scroll down the page.
I wonder if
I don't know.
Patrick could do something with that, like a bottom rocker.
I'm sure he could. Yeah, for
so
sure.
maybe for the next live stream, we'll have something at the bottom of the screen that says, enter at waltonsinc.com.
He ought to be able to flip over to his screen too,
Right,
and actually
show
show, what to do, where things are, what they look like.
So yeah, maybe we'll do that for next time. But it's 5:09. I'm thinking we draw a winner.
One more question.
Okay.
While it's on the mind.
Good.
Because this one is very interesting to me. Joseph Taylor, and I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but he's asking, have you seen the master-built, gravity-fed charcoal grill? And if so, what are your thoughts? Have I seen it? Yes. I've known about it for a bit of time now.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Since I knew about it, I've been intrigued. My personal opinion is I'm questioning whether it will truly work right or not. I want to say no. But if it does, I will be a fan. I just don't know how they do it exactly. From what I've seen, it sounds really, really, really cool. But I don't, until I can use it and see what happens, I don't believe that it'll work like I'm expecting and thinking. It's basically like, for the concept, a pellet grill, but with charcoal. But you can use briquettes or lump charcoal, and it basically auto feeds it. You have Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah. So it automatically controls the temperature. I just don't believe that it will work right. If it does, I'll eat my words, and we'll see what happens. But if anybody else out there buys one and they want to share a little bit with us, we would love to see what happens, because I'm probably going to reserve judgment entirely for a while, although I'm leaning towards the no side of things.
So all it is your hopper turned, or your auger turned vertical. That's all it's going to be. So it has to have a huge...
Maybe.
If
big
it has a
auger.
huge auger in that vertical tube to the right, then there's no real reason it shouldn't work, other than the fact that it's got no good way of conducting or transferring the heat from the bottom of that, which has got to be the burn box up into there. So my biggest concern would be, how are you transferring the heat from the bottom of the burn box up into the unit? And if you have an auger that big, how are you preventing lump charcoal from just running right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I can't think of a way. I'm sure they have thought of a way. Unless maybe that's just for ash, and it feeds in.
Maybe. Can you flip it around?
Yeah,
see if we can see it on the screen.
Okay. So, there we go. So you've got...
Never mind.
You've got... Yeah.
You hit a button.
Oh.
Can you get it back?
Yep.
Bring it closer to the
So
camera.
you've got a vertical tube on the one side of it. If you think of that as the, nope, you did it again. Right. So if you think of that as the auger system in a pellet smoker, that's just turned sideways, right? So it's running underneath the grill. So you have to think that that very bottom of that tube is the burn box. So if it's feeding charcoal down there, how is it transferring heat from that into the main body of the smoker? If it's not actually that, and it's somehow sending it from that tube into the bottom of the smoker, and then it's just ash or something into the bottom of the tube, which isn't how it looks like it sets up, but that's how it would make the most sense to me, then maybe. But anytime there's a new technology like that, give it a series or even two before you jump.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't know how much that thing was, but it looks expensive.
It's actually not.
Oh,
It's like, no, it's like $500.
No, that's expensive. I mean, it's not terribly expensive
No,
for a
for-
grill, but that's still,
No, for a grill, that is not
that's
expensive.
not terribly expensive, but it's more than I'm spending on something I want to take a chance on.
True.
Yeah, but I'm extremely cheap.
You are.
I'm extremely cheap. So yeah, it could work. Just all depends on how it actually does work. There were, before I draw this, there were just a couple more. There was something, somebody said something about the Hatch Green chili. I lost it. All right, Joe Hell. I made some Hatch Green chili brought from scratch and blogged about it here. Of course he made it from scratch. So there was a...
It wasn't as good as ours.
Last week I took a picture of some chicken wings I was doing on my pellet smoker, posted it to Meatgistics, and like less than 2 hours later, Joe posted some, literally, they looked like they were deep fried. They were beautiful looking chicken wings. And somebody walked in, somebody who works here walked in and just commented on it. He's like, did you see Joe show you up? I'm like, yeah, I did. His looked way better than I. So I'm not surprised that he did that. For anyone who's not familiar with Joe Hell, I very much urge you to go to Meatgistics, go to the blog section and check out Better Living Through Barbecue with Joe Hell. First of all, he's got an awesome, amazing story that's worth checking out. It is really inspirational. And beyond that, he is an incredible chef, an amazing photographer. His food looks perfect, and he does it all with his phone.
He's good with words. He's good with pictures. He's good with stories.
Thank God he does not live here, because I've joked about it a few times. Austin would get rid of me in a minute and hire him if he was around here. So.
Joe Hell, if you're there, please accept a job offer, and I'll fire John right now. No, I won't. But will.
I was going to say he might move down here for that. So don't do that.
I might hire Joe, but I won't fire you. Clarify that.
I can go back to my old job.
Yeah, so if somebody wants to move to Wichita, honestly, like, not being sarcastic, if anybody ever wants to apply, we don't necessarily always have job openings, but feel free. If you want a job here at Walton's, apply. And if you fit into something that we're even considering, we'll give you a look. We'll talk to you, let you know.
Absolutely.
You never know what's going to happen. We're always growing, and we always need new people. So you want a job in this industry, let us know.
It's a good company to work for. You'll like it. So yeah, Tom R says convert ounces to grams. There's 26.8 grams per ounce.
I don't remember.
I think it's 26.8. So when I'm breaking down something I'm doing, like if I'm doing 10 pounds of meat, I'll look at the bag of seasoning. The bag will say like 1.56 pounds of meat to 25 pounds, or 1.5 pounds of seasoning to 25 pounds of meat. First thing I do is I take 1.56, I divide that by 25. That gives me the number of, or the pounds I need of seasoning per pound of meat. It's usually a fraction. I multiply that by 16, that gives me the ounces I need. I then multiply that by 26.8, but it might also be 28.6 or 2, I can't remember at the moment, something like that. And that gives me the grams I need of pound, or per pound of meat. Multiply that by the pounds of meat you're doing, and you have a perfect conversion. It's a really easy way to do it. I know that sounded complicated. It's just because I'm not explaining it well, because Austin gave me a bunch of quadruple ales. But
I'm going through some strings here, and I'm intrigued now. So Joe Hell is saying I could show you how to use that grill, Austin. And then he said you'll eat your words, and if you're lucky, some of my ribs. So Joe, do you have one of those?
interesting.
Because if you do, my wife and I are looking for a reason to go back to Seattle, and I might come to visit you. Like seriously, like in all seriousness, that might be a good trip for my wife and I. My wife, she'll take my son and go do something else, and
you get to go do that all day.
I might bring John along.
Sure, I'll go.
Begrudgingly.
I've not gone to Seattle, but I did love Vancouver.
Seattle is cool. You have to reserve some judgment because yes, it is.
Sure.
We're in the Midwest. We're not
care about
a liberal location. Right. They're a very liberal beyond liberal location. But the place itself, very cool.
I'll just want to go to Vancouver because the redwood forests were amazing.
Oh. Yeah, Vancouver was awesome.
I went to Vancouver with my wife. She was doing something for business. So one day I just started walking around. We were in North Vancouver. I was walking through literally a cemetery. I saw a path into the woods. I was like, oh, I'll go that way. 200 feet in, I'm like, am I on the moon of Endor? What is this? It was this huge redwood forest, absolutely gorgeous. But real quick, before I lose it, John Belvedere is asking, any meter plus and sous vide info? No, but absolutely I will get that done next week. Somebody brought it up a while ago. Great way to do it. One of the best things maybe about the meter is the fact that you can do that. So I'm absolutely gonna test that out. I've used the meter 3 or 4 times now. Honestly, as long as you have another wireless device, so if you have an iPad, if you have a second phone that connects wireless, that has Bluetooth, that thing is amazing. Because you can you put the meter probe into your meat, you put the base, I haven't been able to get it beyond like 30 feet. Put it close to where the probe is.
Wait, whoa. You have not gone...
The base.
The base?
The base.
Oh, the base from the thermometer.
The base from the thermometer.
Yeah, that's the deal. It's within 30 feet, and then the base goes out like 100 feet.
To like your smart device?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's, yes. So yes. But that's somewhat useless. And that's not useless. The best success I've had by far is I take the phone you gave me for just taking pictures, the Google, I put that within, 20 feet of the base, and then you can literally go anywhere in the world.
I put the base, like, it has a magnet on it, so I put it on the side of my grill. Yeah. And then I can go anywhere in my house, outside, I connect.
You can go that far?
Yeah.
You can go anywhere else? Okay. But also, doesn't worry you putting it that close to heat sources?
I don't put it on the grill.
Okay, so you put it something on the grill.
Yeah, something on the grill. But my whole grill is metal. Like
so you can put it anywhere.
I shouldn't say it is because I don't want to support it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we will get something out about that. Because it does actually seem like it's filling a need in that market. Jim Bay says it's 28.6, not 26 point. A few people, Tom R. also said 28.6.
I've seen a couple comments about people using KitchenAid attachments. Please, please, please do not make sausage out of a KitchenAid attachment. The grinder plate and knife that comes with that, for one, are just gross. They're not quality at all. The amount of power behind it is bad. If you want to make like a couple pounds of sausage because it's your first time, sure, use a KitchenAid. But if you are doing it more than once, at least buy the like $70 little Weston grinder that's got the plastic outside to it. Like, it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing using a KitchenAid. You can start the first time on it to see if you like it, but get something else. Like, it's
even
no
if you don't buy it
comparison.
from us.
Yeah.
Just
please buy it from us.
Right.
But yeah, if you don't, like, you'll at least make me feel better.
Buy it at a garage sale, something. But yeah, you'll be happier. It'll be a lot faster for one. Your sausage will be much higher quality. I don't know if they're talking to me or you, but Robert says, perfect, put down the beer. probably. That's me.
Is that the wife?
I don't know. She very rarely calls me.
So Brian is saying, how do you feel about an IPA instead of brats?
In the middle of a live stream. I'll call you back later.
Brian says, how do you feel about an IPA instead of water and brats? Honestly, liquid is kind of liquid. I would use, if you're going to use some water and brats, you don't have to. Our recommendation normally is, hey, use a little bit of water to help with the disbursement of the seasoning. But if you want to substitute that 100% for beer, go for it.
Yep.
It's not going to hurt anything. It'll give you a little different flavor. It won't be super drastic, but it'll be in there.
For the most part, the alcohol and the flavor cooks out. For the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll give you a little bit, but for the most part. All right. I am going to pick a winner.
Do it.
Okay. So this is for September's unclaimed prize. We're going to allow repeat winners. That just means that anyone who entered more than once is going to have all of their entries count. And the winner is from Texas. I can't believe you've got me doing this now.
Yeah, that's the way to
So
do
if
it.
you're in Texas, you've got a chance. And it is Penny Cruz. So Penny Cruz, Kruse. We will go ahead and we'll email you. Honestly,
Wait, is it you have to be live or?
no.
No,
We don't-
okay.
We did that with the hats and stuff just because those
Okay.
were small, but with this,
Okay.
I don't want to do that. So I'll go ahead and email you. Again, Penny, I hope you respond. If you don't respond, we're going to give your gift away. Maybe during the live stream, we'll have a couple of extra giveaways. So congratulations, Penny. But yeah, hopefully you respond. Can't believe people enter things and then don't monitor that email to see if they
Yeah,
won.
it's insane.
Just
I don't
seems
understand
weird.
it all.
Useless.
Not very professional, John, taking calls on the job. Nick Hall, I agree. As John's boss,
Terrible.
I give you 2 demerits.
No, fair. I will take those demerits.
No. John is here earlier than anyone except me on some days. John and I have a battle on who's here the earliest in the morning. So at Walton's, you are going to see one of us here the earliest in the morning. But then I also sometimes fight for the latest one here. But
Yeah, I don't.
But no,
I don't.
John,
don't
he
fight for the
deserves it. He takes off after he's got his hours in, so he leaves a little bit earlier because he goes to bed at like 7:30.
Right.
So he's here like an hour later than normal right now. So we can't fault John for anything right now.
I just got the Weston Black yesterday from you guys. Too small for my needs, but I could not beat the price. Hopefully I don't burn it up in a month. So Big John, as long as you're not running, I think it says to read the manual. I think it says to give it a rest every 10 minutes. I thought it
Yeah,
was 10
10,
minutes.
15, something
As
like
long
that.
as you don't do it with that, it's actually a really good grinder.
Yeah.
We've had good success running that.
Surprisingly
Yep.
quiet. Surprisingly
Compared
quiet.
to the other ones in that, yeah. So, yeah, I think you made a good buy. If nothing else, it's a backup. It's a good little grinder.
John, it's like you're 50 years old, going to bed so early.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Nick Hall says.
I wake up at 3:45, so, I mean, you extrapolate that out, add 3 hours to that, then add 3 hours. I go to bed at 10:30 each night. Most people don't wake up at 3:45. Paul Eberly, hold on, Paul.
Paul's been on here since about the beginning. So anybody that has been watching the whole time, thanks guys. Like, we appreciate you guys starting out with us and going all the way to the end. It's the guys that are guys or gals that will stick with us through the whole thing, that help us grow, help us do more for you guys. Then we appreciate everything you guys do for us.
Okay. So Paul says, I have 2 bears to process. I had a hard time cleaning the greasy meat residue out of any processor efficiently. Any tips? P.S. How well would your processor hold up to the volume of bear? When you're saying processor, I assume you're talking about a grinder, right?
Where's the comment? There.
So I assume you're talking about bear. I'm sorry, I assume you're talking about a grinder. If you're talking about the 32 Butcher or Pro Series, it's going to have no problem with it. If you're talking about the 22, it's going to do it. It's going to take you a while. If you're talking about 12 and 8, I would not try a bear with that.
Yeah.
For cleaning the grease out of it, the 2 best things are...
Do you want to see if we agree?
If we agree, what do you mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, grinder brusher head? Grinder brush
Dude,
head?
that is gross.
Oh, I just used it today. Sorry about that. A grinder...
John and I are going to have a meeting tomorrow, and he's going to get written up
They
for
can't
dirty
see
equipment.
that from here. A grinder brush head, stick this down. You can do it both down the throat of the grinder from like where the hopper is and along where the auger goes, pulls everything out beautifully, as you can see.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, it pulls it out, yeah.
other thing is Nutrisol. You can get a gallon of this for a reasonable price. It is an incredibly high-powered cleaner. It's a great degreaser. Does an awesome job. I think that's what you're talking about, Paul.
I was also going to throw into the mix, if it's really bad, smokehouse cleaner. Smokehouse cleaner.
I've never used it on anything but a smokehouse, but yeah, it will.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
But if you need to cut grease, like think about in the smokehouse, you have grease that's been dried and then baked on.
Right.
When you're cleaning something else, Nutrisol is gonna clean out the fresh grease.
Yeah.
But when it's been dried and baked on, it doesn't just come off. So smokehouse cleaner just cuts it through.
Right.
If you can't get it off, you can at least do smokehouse cleaner. But
Nutrisol should work for him though.
yeah, the other thing though to remember is you need really, really,
he's saying
really
meat
hot
grinder.
water.
So yeah, meat grinder. So yes, hot water, Nutrisol, and one of those grinder head brushes.
Like in our test kitchen, we have an instant hot water heater that we have like a up and down, change the
140
temperature up
degrees,
and down. So we can change it to whatever degrees we want. Like just set it really hot. Hot water can on fresh residue from meat, whether it's protein or fat, it'll cut out a lot. Use something like the Nutrisol, and that's just going to destroy it.
Yep.
But hot water is definitely the key. You use cold water with Nutrisol, it won't work near as well.
You're right. It'll work.
It'll work,
well.
but not as well. But use hot water, and yeah.
There is also a difference between cleaning and... Austin's got a great article about this from the beginning of Meat Gistics, under one of the old meat hacks. The difference between cleaning and sanitizing. So cleaning is the process of removing any fat, dirt, residue. Sanitizing is what's killing your bacteria, anything, microorganisms on there. So they are actually 2 different processes. So if you're doing a lot of meat processing, I urge you to ignore what was on my grinder head brush and instead listen to what we're saying and do both of them. Nicole, you could also boil it off.
Yeah. Somebody asking about spraying the grinder parts with food safe silicone spray before grinding. I mean, that's gonna help with the grinding process to just make it work better, spray the plate and knife, but it's not gonna help it come off easier, I don't think.
But even beyond that, just because something's food safe doesn't mean you want to like abuse it touching your food.
Yeah,
like, we have food safe grease, but I wouldn't oil my plates and knives with it.
No, it says it is safe for incidental food contact. Right. It is not okay to take a 25-pound batch of meat and empty a container of food safe grease into it, and it's going to be fine.
So I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's all about how much you're using, how much is in contact, how much would you actually reasonably get in contact with something. Don't smear it all over. I mean, use what you should use on it, and it's fine. Joe is asking, do you have to rinse the smokehouse cleaner or are you wiping down to remove excess?
With what? The smokehouse cleaner?
Yeah. Do you have to rinse the smokehouse cleaner or are you wiping down to remove
you have
excess?
to rinse it down.
You should rinse it down.
I would not trust it. Well, actually, the newer stuff we've had for the last like 2 years isn't as caustic as the old.
No. Yeah, we used to have stuff that was hazardous. To ship it, like we could not just ship it. It was a hazardous shipment. Now what we have is not hazardous.
Safer, but yeah,
it is more food contact safe.
I'd still spray it down.
I would still spray it down just to feel good about it. But if you want to spray it on, let it sit, then wipe it down, that'd be fine too.
Wipe it down, then spray it off.
Yeah.
I'd still spray it off.
It's not going to hurt, yeah. I'd say for sure.
Yeah.
Will we be able to offer
That's for you.
USPS priority
That's
mail
not my
shipping?
question. I'm gonna eat some
really
bacon while you answer
want
that.
to try out your seasonings, but the UPS shipping that you guys offer is way too expensive. So 2 things for you, Willie Joe. Over the next 2 months, we're going to be offering so much free shipping and shipping promotions that I don't think that's an issue. We pride ourselves in offering UPS because it is faster and better than what you will get out of the Postal Service. That being said, do we have plans to offer it? Yes, we do. We have the ability now, but we're still working on how we want to situate that. We are going to do something there where we offer a cheaper shipping option, or we offer a different shipping method or something. We will start using USPS soon. Soon being in quotations. I don't have a exact date for anyone. It is coming, but shipping is always on the top of our minds. This time of year, though, I get less concerned just because we're going to offer you guys free or very low shipping for the next 2, honestly, even 3 months. Even in January, we do a lot of free shipping and stuff. So for the next few months, just pay attention to our YouTube channel and watch the videos to see when free shipping comes out. Subscribe to our email list at waltonsinc.com. Get in while we have the free shipping, and then when we're done with it, probably by the time we're done with the holiday season and free shipping stuff, we should have some UPS or USPS stuff figured out and some different options for you guys.
For Jim, who is asking, says his wife does not take heat and spice so well. Been looking for breakfast sausage mix for her. We talked about it earlier, but it looks like maybe you just got here. Holly regular pork sausage. That is what most people are going to expect a non-spicy breakfast sausage to taste like. This stuff is awesome. This Sunday on all our social media channels, I'll have I hope to have, if Patrick got it done, something we call Seasoning Sunday. So it's every Sunday we try to highlight a different season, pair it with a different beer, talk about a couple of things it's good with. This week we did Holly Regular. It's our best-selling seasoning, not just our best-selling pork sausage seasoning, it's our best-selling seasoning. We sell a ton of it. It is excellent. Doesn't really have any heat, so she should be good with that. It's got a wonderful taste. Lot to really recommend that. So it's called Holly Regular Pork Sausage Seasoning. We used to call it medium #1 bestseller online, but it's Holly Regular Pork Sausage. So that's the one I would absolutely recommend. Joe Hell said, my cleaner question is in regards to those who don't have the means to hose down a smoker or a smoker that might be damaged by spraying. So, like our PK100, it specifically tells us not to clean the inside of it. So we pull the shelves out, we pull anything that will come out, and we power wash that down. If we need to, we'll spray some cleaner on it. But without knowing what your issue is, Joe, yeah. If you took some of the smokehouse cleaner, sprayed a section of the wall, say something like 2x2, 4x4, it's gonna drip quickly, but if you wipe it up quickly and then come back in after you're done with everything and wipe all that down again with just like water, potable water, I mean, you should be fine. Yes, adding red pepper flakes to holly and to the Lebanon bologna are two of the best things you can do. Both of those seasonings act really well with some extra heat to them. Thanks for sticking with us, Robert. We appreciate it. Yeah, I just didn't think it would be so awesome. Was just saying, do you want to tell people how you were surprised by holly being our #1 selling seasoning? I knew it was our best selling breakfast sausage. I did not realize it was our best selling seasoning, period. I guess I just don't eat that much breakfast sausage that I'm surprised people do.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. So many people make breakfast sausage. It's a big deal out there.
I eat a ton of bratwurst, a ton of like sausage, anything for dinner or whatever. I just don't eat a lot of breakfast food.
Michael is saying,
Are you reading? Oh, sorry. Why do so many Joe Hell posts say message retracted? It's because not so much anymore, but when he started, Joe wanted all his posts to look a very specific way. So we gave Joe the option of or like the ability to post something out there, take it away, then fix it, like after he had posted it, so it looked the way he wanted to, and during that time he would only be able to see it, and then go live with it. So that's why so many of them said that. Yep, and there you go, because I can't stand to make a typo. No, Tom, I have not tried the salmon yet. It is still...
wait, what do you have for salmon?
No, I thought it was right there. Well, now I'm concerned. Oh, there it is. I still have it right here. I just have not done it yet. Ugh. Sausage Drug Gateway.
We haven't given away any shirts, hats, anything. Should we find a way to do that before we end up here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
I say we draw. We can do
we
it all.
just draw out a gleam.
Yeah, out of the people who already.
Okay. Or can we
I don't know
do
how
the
to do it
comment
other
thing?
than that.
Could we do the comment thing? I don't remember. I don't remember what we last talked about.
No, because remember, it matters where they are.
Where are they?
Different states have different
Yeah.
rules.
Okay.
Just do it off that.
So we'll draw a couple of people here to get some T-shirts, hats, etc. We may even give people an option at a knife. We still have a bunch of Swiss Army knives left.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we can. So I've actually got one here. We've got some Swiss Army knives. We buy a lot of Swiss Army knives. Not actually Swiss Army, but the Forstner knives, what people are used to. They are Swiss Army now. Victorinox, it's Swiss Army. But we buy the like butcher knives, boning knives, fillet knives, chef's knives, etc. But can't really see that, but little Swiss Army knife. I mean, you got the typical corkscrew on the back. You got a bunch of different blades and tools in the front. We got them custom printed right on the front here. That says Walton's, got our logo on it. So we will give you guys the options of a knife, hat,
Yep.
or T-shirt.
However you want.
And go to winners. I have to edit first, don't I?
Yep.
Okay. As I edit,
How many?
I'm gonna eat more bacon jerky.
How many are you gonna draw?
We'll draw like 3.
Okay. So you got that's a hat, a shirt, and a knife. But
Basically.
still, they get their choice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna do my job and put things on sale.
Okay. Okay.
I believe I forgot to do that.
We now have 4 winners instead of 1.
There we go.
So we're gonna start drawing for the other 3 on the hats, t-shirts, and knives. Whichever you guys want, we will send to you.
What was his name? Ships was the guy who won the main one, right? Ships. Yeah.
Ships? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ships,
something like that. Did you?
What? I don't do anything. I'm on here.
I don't show anyone has. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Oh my. Yep, that's why. Live stream. I was on November's giveaway instead of the November live stream giveaway. That would be a problem.
That would be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Go ahead. Have another drink.
Might as well. Here we go. We're going to save this and we're going to start drawing. Drawing 3 winners now. We're waiting. Computer's doing stuff. And we have a Brian Peters out of Saline, Michigan. A Terry Dines out of Daneville, Illinois. And Debbie Yoder out of Casper, Wyoming. If you guys are watching still, let us know. Sound off in the comments. And we will see if anybody's still watching and we got more stuff to give away.
For this, my recommendation would be, since this is extra, have to be here to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Maybe I should clarify.
Yep.
Sound off in the comments if you are here. If you are not here, it is a must be present to win
And
type
we can
of thing.
do that because it's not the main giveaway.
True.
There are so many rules with giveaways, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Giveaways are so stupid. It's just so stupid.
Let me give something to somebody if I want to.
The world we live in is messed up because we can't just give something away.
Right.
We have 1,000 laws that we have to
be
comply with,
rules.
and it's crazy.
Oh, no, whoops. I think I just put the red Santa Claus casings on sale for a year and a month.
Brian, Terry, Debbie. Brian, Terry, Debbie.
Yes, I did.
I don't see anyone yet.
We almost made no money off red Santa Claus casings for the next year and a month.
Perfect. Was the phone call important? Do you need to go?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
We're a little later than
We're fine.
normal.
Doesn't matter.
The viewers are good. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us.
Yeah, we've said it a ton of times. I don't know if we've said it enough recently. This is tons of fun for us.
Oh yeah,
So we'll keep doing this and we'll stay as long as you guys want to hang around.
when we started doing this, we ended when we got to tens of viewers. We got to the point where, we expect thousands to show up through the event at different times. And to have viewers still watching as we're an hour 45 in, we just appreciate it.
Yeah.
Without you guys, we don't have a job. And I say that seriously, my last name is Walton and this is Walton's Inc. And you guys provide me a job as well. Don't think for 1 second that just because my last name is Walton that I'm here for the kicks. You guys are the ones that provide John and I both jobs, and we appreciate it.
You average, 20 hours here a week? Something like that?
Times 10?
Yeah. No, that's probably 20 hours.
Can you work 200 hours?
As we said earlier, I used to. We go back and forth on who's the first one here. Austin also fights for the last person here, and if I come in on a weekend to do something, he's usually here too. Okay, we have almost everything that I said would be on sale is on sale. I
Perfect.
just have to go through all the patty seasonings.
Can you look through the comments? Like, I am not seeing
What am I missing?
anyone having responded.
Yep.
So if you are a winner, please like do like all caps, like I am a winner, and let us know that you're here. If you're not a winner, please don't do that.
Who's the winner? Penny is my winner. Okay.
Brian Peters, Terry Dines, and Debbie Yoder.
Yeah, I saw James say here, but I don't think he won. So James said here, but he didn't win.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing weird things that.
So if we look at...
Watching us is way better than watching the news. So who would vote for John
First
and
of
I
all,
to have a
income
nighttime
tax
news
should
show?
be illegal. There should be no income tax.
Can we do a political show? Because I would love that. It would be like back in the day when they had Hannity and Combs, except it would be, instead of conservative and liberal, it would be Austin and John.
Yeah.
We're on the same side of the fence.
Yeah, for the most part.
Well,
There's
yeah.
some things we disagree on.
We do, but for most of it, I think we're very similar.
That's, nobody's responded. I just looked through everything.
I don't see anything either.
I'd say draw more winners.
If we'll look through the comments, and if we did miss you, I'm sorry.
Nope, not getting anything.
We'll still cover you, but we're gonna draw 3 more. I have to invalidate here, and you have to go through a whole process. Blah blah blah. Draw winners. 3. I'm actually, before I even do that,
What?
we need to come up with a way where we can just give them out.
Like select people we want?
Yeah. Well, not that we want, but
Random.
yeah, somehow we need to come up with a random selection on like.
Like pick a number? We can't...
Yeah, okay, so would it be okay to say, it'd be random, but like, what is a seasoning that is XYZ? Is that random enough, do you think?
You have to explain further than what you're thinking.
I don't know.
A
What's
seasoning that's
a
XYZ?
seasoning that starts with W?
Okay, and the first person that responds
ends
with something correct?
Snack stick.
Okay. And the first person that responds with something correct. Okay, so it's a contest.
No, don't say that word.
Well, right.
If it's a
But that's
contest,
what
we
it
can't do it.
is.
Then we
Right,
can't do
but
it.
that's
Then we
what
can't
it
do it.
is.
Okay.
Yes, you can't.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah,
right.
so there's a difference between a contest, a sweepstakes. It's a nightmare.
Okay. Well, good news for the people that might have won that, or bad news for those people. Good news is that Glenn Thorne out of Traer, Iowa.
He said something earlier.
Okay. Jimmy Bayless out of Clio, Michigan. And Michael Dufresne out of Comac, New York.
All right,
If
so it is
anyone
now-
is here, please respond in all caps. If you did not win,
Please don't.
I encourage you to still post your funny, jestful comments in lower caps, but leave the upper caps
But
for
no, those
people that
lower
actually
caps.
won.
Oh, I can't just
Yeah,
look up.
and some people said select from the people that are still online, and that's the complication, is that
We can't.
we're trying to
No
figure out a
easy way
way
to do
how
that.
to do that legally, and we can't.
You can't.
We will keep trying. Joe Hell, you are not a winner. I disregard your comment, and I disagree. However, talk to me tomorrow on how your blog's doing, and we'll go from there.
What if we gave out an email address and said, people who are watching this, the next X number of people who emailed that email address win?
Be chance.
It wouldn't be chance. It'd be the person who
No,
could do it
that's
fastest.
the point. Is it has to be random chance.
Oh, it'd be absolutely random chance then. Totally random.
Wait, Glenn Thorne, I'm a winner.
Yeah, so I knew he was
Holy
here. All right, so
moly!
good job, Glenn.
Glenn Thorne, we got a winner.
I will
Jimmy Bayless
email you
and
tomorrow.
Michael somebody.
Now, one thing we can do, it depends on the state, But we can choose something that we think is funny. You can say, post your funniest, and then we can choose what we think is funniest. We just have to prove that it was a...
Are you just going off of what you've seen, or did you read through the rules?
What I read.
You read through rules?
That's on Facebook.
Okay.
So it might be different.
No, if Facebook's good with it, yeah. If Facebook is, I am.
You have to be able to prove that there was like a process behind it, that you didn't just select your favorite people.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Door's open. Jean left the fridge door open. Typical.
Typical.
I can hear your wife yelling from home, John, close the fridge.
My dogs are going to be chewing through the door by the time I get home.
Is your wife not home yet?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
Sure. Probably not. It's end of month for her.
Are we worried about getting impeached?
No, I rule with an iron fist. Anybody that tried to impeach me, I'd grind their bones into dust.
The only one that can impeach me, quote unquote, it would be our board. And I am on the board, so
you should.
I don't think I'm going to get impeached.
We don't fear that. It's nonsense. Montreal.
Whoa, Joe. Hey, no problem. Technically, I'm getting paid to be here by my employer. Me too. Not really.
I mean, for Joe, it's kind of work.
Yeah. No. Honestly, definitely it is work. If you're doing something that's meat processing related at all, like we get off on tangents, but honestly, I do believe that we like provide a fair amount of knowledge and information for people.
Yeah. It's not always all useful information, but it's information.
Yeah. So Jimmy Bayless and Michael Dufresne. Glenn, we have you. I'm still behind on the comments, but
sorry, and I am.
I saw a second one. So Jim Bay won. Yep, Jimmy Bayless. Okay. I'm going to go with that one. Hey, Jim Bay 1, your name there. You said I'm here. If you are Jim Bayless, let us know that you're actually that. I can't prove anything, but we'll contact you over email.
We have your email, so if you're not that person, you won't respond.
So our last one, Michael Dufresne. Still looking through comments here, guys.
Sorry, and I'm just trying to add things to the sales item, which I should have done earlier.
Yeah, and so I'm seeing a lot of comments about Jim Bay keeps responding. So guys, I'm sorry. Like, we're trying to keep up with comments.
What happened? One of the winners keeps responding and we keep missing it?
Yeah, somebody responded and everybody else is saying, hey, they responded, they responded, they responded.
And thank you for that. We appreciate that.
It helps us out a lot to find who actually responded. It gets hard.
I want to make a joke about Patrick right now, but he's not here, so I can't. If our video editor was still here, I would have made a very funny, well, I would have made a joke about him. All right, so I've gotten jalapeno, I've gotten roasted garlic, bacon, Montreal.
So Jim Bay says he wants a knife. Jim Bay, we will email you. Please respond to the email. That is the official acceptance of having won. If you do not respond to the email with what you want,
you will get nothing.
You won't get anything. And that is our problem with a lot of people, is that they will enter in and then they literally never check their email.
They go away. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel a little bad for these people. Like, you won something, sometimes pretty awesome, and...
So will you send emails on Monday?
What's going to happen if I made all of the... No, it's still 2019. All right, we're good. We're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, these will all go out Monday.
Yeah.
For a second there, I was thinking I should have made them like it was going to the next year. Don't worry about it. That I should have made them available to the next year. What else is it?
Thank you, Ronald. The last one has not responded. He's been watching the entire time. So, yeah, I have not seen Michael DeFriend either. So I am going to revoke his win. And I'm going to draw one more.
All right, and that is it. There are now, all sales items are on sale. I will now put them all in the on sale category.
Wait, you can do that all at once.
You can
Never mind.
put them on sale.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Okay. I think you've tried to show me that before, actually.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. So
I'm basically a Luddite. For anyone who doesn't know what the Luddites were, they were a group of people who hated technology and ran around smashing machines during the Industrial Revolution. I'm one step up from that.
Ooh. So Joe Hell, he is at his primary job, insurance. Joe, if you don't mind telling people on the live stream, if you do mind, feel free to message me on Meatgistics. But what kind of insurance? I'm just intrigued, like personally, outside of what we're doing here today, just interested. Michael Chevalat, you should have a Black Friday and Cyber Monday giveaway. Good news for you guys, we will have that. I guarantee on Thanks Black Monday, get it right, come on everybody. There is no such thing as Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday sales. Walton's is starting a new trend. We've been trying to start it for the last 3 or 4 years here, and no one else is kicking on, which is fine because I like having our own term. But Thanks Black Monday is the official Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale for us here at Walton's. On the Monday, which everyone else calls Cyber Monday, what we call Big Monday then, we will have a lot of giveaways. We are going to have either giveaways in the sense of spend $30 and use this coupon code and get this item for free. We're going to give away a bunch of stuff that way. We will be doing giveaways through the day on, hey, it might be a meat grinder, it might be a knife, it might be a hat, it might be a t-shirt, it might be a meat mixer. Who knows?
Order in the next yada yada.
Yeah, order in the next hour and you get 20% off your order. We are going to take it to the extreme. We want to sit here and have fun, and honestly, I have fun. I think John has fun too when we entertain you guys and we give you guys stuff. So if you want to win stuff over Black Friday, Cyber Monday, watch our Thanks Black Monday live stream on Cyber Monday, and you guys won't be disappointed. I promise. When will the email come? Jim Blay, email will come on Monday. Not gonna read some of the comments.
Something makes you uncomfortable?
Yep. When are you going to have a slicer giveaway? Honestly, that's a good point. We have Walton slicers. That has not been in our giveaway. Nope. I think that I can say we'll give one away on Thanks Black Monday. Oh. We haven't yet, so why not?
Yeah, we can do that.
So if you want a slicer, either buy one. I will say, like, fair warning, they will be on sale on Thanks Black Monday. But you want to wait for Cyber Monday. Did we come up with a starting date, or maybe we shouldn't tell people? No. Slicers will be on sale, but we'll give one away as well. Meatgistics Monday.
We've meat hack Monday, but I don't mind Meatgistics. I love alliteration. It is my favorite thing in the world. So what would Meatgistics Monday be? What are you thinking?
That was from James McLaughlin.
I like the idea.
So I don't think I actually announced the last winner. The last winner, if they respond, is Tyler Despain out of Ogden, Utah. Tyler, if you're in Ogden, Utah, let us know. And Papa Sop sous vide giveaway. Hey,
We should order a new sous vide.
yeah, we just ordered a lot of new sous vide units. They are from Weston. It's like the wand style thing. They're not the smart units, but to be honest,
You probably don't need that.
a lot of the times when I use stuff like that, it's kind of pointless. It's nice in some scenarios,
Okay.
but with sous vide, do you need a smart unit?
So
You don't need a smart unit
hold
on
on.
sous vide.
I have the Green Mountain Grill non-Wi-Fi. You have, I think
That's different.
You got the Prime now.
I do. Yeah.
Is it though?
Yeah.
How often do you use that capability?
On the grill?
Yeah.
All the time.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I change temperatures on the grill a lot. Sous vide, I set it to one temperature, and then it doesn't matter how long it runs.
Okay, so that's the one thing that I wish I could have done with my grill is like set it to do recipes, like for ribs. I want it to be at this temperature for this long, then I want it to go to this.
You can do that on the new ones, yeah.
Well, you could do that in the old ones with, as long as you have the Wi-Fi. You could set
Oh,
recipes.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So yeah, but it's probably not as important with sous vide. Basically, I don't like any advancements. I wish we would all go back to caveman days.
I think your mic is off.
Sorry about that. All I said was a bunch of nonsense caveman stuff, so. PK 100. All right, we are almost done.
I disagree entirely. I know who this is. I'm pretty sure. I'm about 90% sure. But someone said the blue hat is the best. By the way,
Absolutely.
you are wrong.
No, you are
and
right.
Tomorrow, I think I will see that person.
The problem is that it just doesn't fit as well. Like these hats fit perfectly. The blue hats, for whatever reason, don't have the same curve and don't. But look-wise, blue hat was the best, hands down.
No,
Is it Cole?
No. I told them to just make the blue hats inferior.
I wouldn't be surprised that you did that.
I didn't.
Very mean.
They're literally the same exact hat. It's all in your head.
No, they're not.
No, it's all in your head
They're
because you look
not.
in the mirror and you see the orange and you're like, oh yeah, this fits better. Because orange just looks
They're
better on a
not.
hat. Although I have the best hat of all time, I will say. This is like the original all orange
Yeah, nobody's
Walton
gonna
hat.
argue that. That is the best hat. That's my favorite hat. I've still got one at home, I think.
I don't think I ever finished the sous vide thing.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't think you did
We got
either.
sidetracked. So the sous vide thing, we're gonna have the new Weston wand style ones. They're not smart. They don't have Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. But in my opinion, you don't need it. You set it at a temperature, and that's where you leave it. You don't need to change it. You don't need to turn it off because it doesn't overcook. You cook it to where you want it to be. You set it to that temperature, and you're done. Just let it go. But we will have an amazing sale on those on Black Friday. Well, thanks Black Monday. I should use my correct term there. We should have them in soon. We just ordered a bunch of them. So if you guys are interested in sous vide at all,
I'm gonna
definitely come back and check us out.
I'm going to get one just for my wife. Send her to work with a pot of water, that thing, and everything in a vac bag. Heat up her food right there.
Yeah, that's lunch right there.
Yeah, way better. Okay. And no, I forgot Buffalo Blues cheese. Where's that number? Almost everything on sale.
So Adam, if you're watching,
What? I hate that so much.
do you really like the blue, or are you just saying it to increase John's ego? You know who I'm talking about now?
Yes. He's always been my favorite.
Ooh, any update on the leather aprons? For those that have not been watching, I am super excited.
If you can't tell.
This has been a months-long process that we got bad news, bad news, bad news over and over. Trying to figure out someone that could do leather aprons like we wanted. We finally found somebody. It was going to be 4 to 5 weeks, give or take, for production. We were a little behind. They were supposed to ship on Friday last week. We are now shipping next Wednesday, supposedly. From what I've heard on the production of them, they should ship Wednesday. No problem there. So, give or take, it might take 2 or 3 days. It might take 7 to 10 days. The only thing I can promise you guys is that
It should be here by then.
yeah, we will have them by the time holiday sales start, and we are going to have them on our holiday sales. We may even start the holiday sales early on them. We'll see. Because John and I are excited. Next time you see us,
yeah.
we are probably going to be wearing
Very good chance
leather
I will be
aprons
wearing that.
with Waltons and meat sticks right across the front, embroidered in. But it is going to be a really cool thing.
Unless my wife can talk me out of it, I might not be wearing a t-shirt or anything underneath it.
Nick Hall also says that the wife just got home and she would like to know the update on our calendars.
That's not happening. If it does happen, it would happen in conjunction with the leather aprons. So, if you get one, you might get the other, but yours.
I feel like we
Probably
should
not
put
gonna-
out a calendar, but take pictures of like snack sticks, summer sausage, jerky, blood sausage, semi-dried like pepperoni.
That's actually a really good idea.
The only downside there is I look at it and I'm like, nobody buys print stuff anymore. But that
Right?
could be
Nobody
kind of a
buys
cool
it, but
thing.
we could send them out. We give them away and have them as.
Yeah, there's a slight difference between giving away and selling, because are people actually going to use it still? Because I'll be honest, I get a lot of calendars
Don't do much
from
with
all the
them.
vendors and
Yeah,
people that
that's
want to be
fair.
vendors. I get calendars. Oh my gosh.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I throw them all away. Every single one. I don't use a single one. I throw them all away. If I see a calendar, it's like, nope, I don't like you. Goodbye.
I don't use you. I don't need you. I don't know how to fix that though. It's certainly not. I mean, the funny way to do it would obviously be with some combination of human and meat together. I mean, there'd be some funny stuff we could do, but we're not going to.
No, we can't do that.
Right. So we're not going to. So just don't even. I don't think we can do a calendar and make it make sense. And when someone says calendar to me, I'm sorry. I think like calendar girls.
Yeah. I feel
That's
like
what I think of.
I feel like Nick Hall is heavily weighted to the risque side.
Yes, absolutely. Which there's nothing wrong with. It makes me laugh.
No. Disagree.
All right. Everything should now be at waltonsinc.com/sales. That'll be not everything that's on sale this month. That's just what we have on sale all month. We're going to have special sales starting pre-Thanksgiving sale. Then we're going to have our Thanks Black Monday sale. Our Thanks Black Monday sale will be 3 parts. First part is going to run from either Monday or Tuesday to Cyber Monday. Second part is going to run from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. And the third part, which is going to have some awesome sales, is going to be just on Cyber Monday. Aside from that, so we're going to release all of those in one video. We are also going to be doing a 5-hour marathon, however you want to say it. I could definitely run a marathon in 5 hours.
No, you
Is that
couldn't.
accurate?
No, you
couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
I could. You couldn't. I couldn't now.
I could
actually.
absolutely
I
do
take that back.
anything you
I
could do
couldn't
right now.
No, I'm more stubborn than you are.
No, I absolutely could do it. I just barely missed, and it's one of the biggest failures of my life, was a half a marathon in 2 hours. So in 5 hours, I could absolutely run a marathon.
You don't understand.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No,
I understand
no.
the wall. I
What?
understand the wall.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
What's the furthest distance you've ever run?
13.1 miles.
Yep, no, you don't understand the wall. No, the wall does not. You think you have been through shit in your life and you have been through a hard thing. No, you run until your body is literally giving up. Your body.
That happened to me at 11.8 miles.
Yeah, wait till you're at 22.
Yeah, but it's just strength of
No,
mind. I kept going.
no.
Yeah, no, he's probably right. He's probably right. How did we get on that?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that either.
But you were wrong.
Okay, that's fine. But anyways, we're going to be doing a long live stream on Cyber Monday. It's our biggest day of the year. Austin and I will be here almost all day. We'll probably start somewhere around 11, 12. We'll be here to answer any of your questions about things that are on the web. We'll be here to take suggestions on what should go on sale. We'll be here to announce flash sales. So there'll be a couple things that are only going to be on sale for a short period of time. Once we're past that period of time or past the number of things we're willing to sell at that price, they're gone. So join us when you can. Hopefully you can spend a good amount of the time with us. If you can't, I hope you get in there when we're doing something good.
Let's be honest. Everybody's working that day, and
They're not. They're,
would
they
you
are
rather
quote
work
unquote working?
or watch us?
Right. They're quote unquote working.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just sitting around their desks.
Employers don't expect anything different that day. We don't.
Yeah. It's kind of sad though.
It is, yeah. But nonetheless, thank you guys for everything. We're going to see you soon. And the next time we see you, we're going to have some really cool stuff. So tell your friends, don't tell your friends. Either increase your odds, but preferably tell your friends, because we're going to have some cool deals on Thanks Black Monday. But we will see you guys then.
And Thanks Black Monday is for anyone who doesn't know, I can't believe you wouldn't, but in case you don't, it's the Monday after Thanksgiving. So you got Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Thanks, everybody.